Yo, what's up? I've got audio. I'm Ryan, aka BitLife. Uh, I'm a little flustered. We're starting a little late. I was selling my car. My car died, and the dude was being so thorough. And I'm like, dude, you're paying like hundreds of dollars for this car. Just get the car and go. And eventually he did. So now he's the proud owner of that POS that died on me. So now we're here. It's going to be great. Let's see. I think I can clear the wheel. Hide the wheel. There we go. All right. Let's bring on our guest and we'll just get going. What's going on here? There we go. Let's see. Ooh, I don't have your audio yet. Let me fix this. Let me fix it. See, this is what happens when I literally just roll in everything, everywhere, all at once. All right. Let's try that. La 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 la. Yeah, organized as always. Thanks, Ari. If you could come here and do stuff, that'd be great. Oh, dude, how's it going?
It's going pretty well, man. How apart from you having some car troubles, how's everything been in your neck of the woods?
I fixed the echo, everyone. Dude, I'm just happy to be here. Like, I was flustered before when I was trying to figure out technology, but now it's just you and I, and we get to hang out and do some ridiculous stuff. So I'm super stoked. But I did have to ask one thing to start.
What you got?
What is your name? I don't actually know your first name.
Like my actual first name?
Yeah, like your real life, IRL.
It's funny, I actually don't normally talk about my actual IRL name on stream. I've told it on my Discord before, but I don't think I've actually ever live done it on Twitch. So this is the first. My name is Calvin.
Calvin, nice.
Yeah, that's there you go.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on the show, dude. We're gonna have fun tonight. It's an interview. We got some trivia. I hope you're ready for the trivia. We got physical challenges. I see you're ready for the physical challenges. And we're going to do a giveaway where someone on stream can win a free supplement of their choice from Legion because of sponsorships and stuff like that. So it's going to be a good time. But yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out, man.
All right. I see someone in the comments actually. I was wondering the same thing. You're talking about selling what sounded like a beater. What'd you have?
So I had a 2010 Town and Country. We got about 230,000 miles on it. I think right now, yeah, there's a coolant leak, there's an oil leak, something is broken and cracked, and this. My mechanic was like, "It's not worth any money. Just get a new car."
It's a 13-year-old Chrysler product. I mean, that's kind of to be expected.
Oh my gosh! I mean, I got that much out of it, which was great.
Yeah,
You know.
I'm stunned, honestly.
Yeah. So it died last Saturday when I was gonna go to Vegas. I was gonna go to the airport, but I was like, I better just test it. And I tested it, and it died when I tested it. So then my wife was able to pick me up, and we pushed it into a parking lot. So it was sitting there for a week. So finally got it out of our lives.
Do not want to get stuck out in the desert in a broken down car. That's
yeah.
Not.
Or in this case, the car that I was trying to take to the airport. So, goo. And Mini Action Jesus in chat. Ooh, a giveaway. You won once, man. I hope you got your free stuff. Cool. So we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff, but this is a game show kind of too. So I'm going to spin the wheel and we're going to do some random shit. How's that sound?
Sounds great to me.
All right, let's do it.
I'm game. What we got?
And in chat, the audio shouldn't be janky either. I think it's Air Squad recommendations. Are you ready?
Air Squad.
All right. Yeah, so I'm going to set a timer for 1 minute. We're going to do air squats, and I'm going to ask you questions, and you're going to tell us. You're going to give us your recommendations. So, we can get to know you a little bit more.
Yes, sir.
All right, you ready? Ooh, I have a button for this. Here we go. Ready? Oops, I got to pull up the recommendations quick. This is the first time I've done this show. All right, here we go. Ready? And we're off. Favorite food?
Favorite food? God, that's a hard one, but sushi's hard to top.
Oh, I'm with you. Favorite dessert?
Favorite dessert? Oh, man. Down here in the South, it's hard to beat good old-fashioned banana pudding.
Favorite protein?
Favorite protein? Probably pork because it's cheap here.
Favorite exercise?
Ooh. See, I know I'm supposed to say squats because squats is the king of exercises, but I'm a bench bro deep down. I'm a in recovery bench bro.
Favorite guilty pleasure?
Favorite guilty pleasure? Oh gosh. All right. The one I can say on Twitch without getting us both kicked off is probably beer, as my name
Oh,
might suggest.
nice. Favorite movie or TV show?
Um, movies is tough. I'd probably go with Shawshank Redemption's definitely up there if it's not number one.
Points for that. Favorite music? Favorite
Favorite
song, rather.
progressive rock, favorite band, yes, and favorite song by Yes. Also
Oh,
favorite song of all time, The Gates of Delirium.
dude, you had that ready. That's it. We got
That's
those.
it.
We got those recommendations. Yeah, I am thoroughly impressed with Shawshank. You get like multiple points. This is imaginary points, which mean nothing. What do you like about that movie?
Um, Not to bring religion into it, but there are some gospel style tones underneath it, and objectively ignoring religion and that section of it, the
We can
gospels
go
are
into religion.
incredible.
I love religion. We good.
Well, the four gospels are an incredibly good story to begin with.
Yeah, sure.
So, that gives you a good blueprint, but the acting is terrific. Tim Robbins kills it. Morgan Freeman is Morgan Freeman. The underlying story, it's a Stephen King novel. He's really, really
Right.
good. He does.
Right.
It was just a really high quality film in a year I could argue maybe produced more great movies than any other, 1994.
Ooh, it was at Jurassic Park too, 94.
I think so. It was also The Lion King. It was also Pulp Fiction, Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, wow.
It was
Yeah.
Forrest Gump. There were a couple others.
Yeah.
Ton of really good movies from the mid 90s.
Yeah. Tell me you're a child of the 90s without telling me you're a child of the 90s. Um,
Well, okay,
all the
so
best movies.
I'm not. I was born in '95, so while
Oh,
I
yeah.
would say I was a child of the 2000s, I get an exemption because I was born in a military family and we were stationed overseas through much of the 2000s. So as a result, we
Oh.
got everything on a delayed sort of time relative to most normal kids.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just
Cool.
like our Canadian friends.
Something like
Um,
that. Shout out
I
Big
do
Red.
I do we're gonna hear a little bit more of your story. I want to remind people too, for the giveaway, type exclamation points to see how many points you have. Ooh, The Mask is 94. I actually really loved The Mask. That was a fun movie.
Totally forgot about
Um,
the mask. Jim Carrey is the master of physical humor. The man can pull a better face than anyone.
oh my gosh, all of his movies from the 90s. All right, so points tell you how many points you have. Everyone can buy a free ticket for the giveaway. So exclamation ticket. We want to give you free shit. Like you want to look like this guy right over here. You got to eat all the protein, or at least maybe supplement once in a while. You don't need supplements to be strong, but the right ones can certainly help. Um,
I would agree with that.
yeah,
Supplements they do have their purposes. Nothing
I
beats
mean,
hard work.
yeah, exactly. And the biggest thing with supplements is like, and this is actually gets into your story and kind of what you do too, is like the cost. Like who
Oh,
can
yeah.
afford to eat all of that meat? Like that gets really, really expensive. So to be able to get like some whey powder, for 60 grams of protein a day or something can be a lot more cost effective, which is nice.
Absolutely. Well, it depends on what meats you're eating. Obviously, if you're eating filet mignon every night, well, that might be your problem. There are
Yeah.
cheaper, still very healthy cuts of meat out there. You just got to look for them.
Yeah. So also this is a funny thing that happens to me. I don't know if you guys can see it. Like my extremities get like icy cold and turn colors. It's a thing I'm working on. Um,
Really?
so yeah. You said you're a military kid. You grew up. Tell me, like, what's your origin story?
Okay. Started, yeah. Couldn't have asked for a better childhood, honestly. I got to see more of the world in my first, probably 10 to 12 years on this earth than many people ever see in a lifetime.
Hmm.
Father served in the United States Air Force from 1985 to 2014. I went to three different high schools, two different middle schools, and I don't even want to count how many elementary schools. We were stationed across the world, including in Japan for 4 years
Oh,
in my
nice.
childhood. Played football primarily, did a little bit of baseball and basketball, but wasn't really good enough to pursue anything other than football. But yeah, I did football in high school. Played mostly offensive linemen, some defensive linemen. I was a starting right tackle and as a high school senior. And my origin story with lifting was middle school. I started doing it for football, but it was also a way that my dad and I really bonded through my teenage years because it was the one thing my dad made sure it was sort of a mental health thing for him too, just like it was for me. And it was something he was very gracious enough to share with me and sort of teach with me at the beginning. And then even on the days where we couldn't match up, I would still go and lift on my own. That takes me to college. I went to Texas A&M University, and there are those who say Texas A&M is a cult. They're correct. It is, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Hey, it's how
That's
we are.
marketing, baby. Yeah.
Uh,
Let's go.
I mean, there's a lot of benefits to the Aggie network, but went there
Yeah.
for a mechanical engineering degree, graduated in 2017, and I got the ring to prove it.
Mhm.
But graduated in 2017, got a job in the defense industry in a little town called Greenville in
What
Texas,
did
which
you
is in
what did
between
you study?
mechanical engineering.
Okay.
So yeah, I chose mechanical engineering partially because I was good at math, partially because I like cars, trains, and other moving objects, and partially because the economic prospects were really good. Low
Hmm.
unemployment rate, pretty decent salary starting, and because A&M was really good at it. But as far as the job market was concerned, got out, got a job in the defense industry in Greenville, worked there until 2021, wanted to switch into the nuclear industry, which I have. I've been working here in South Carolina, where I currently live, ever since. I love it here. As for my Twitch streaming career, I started in like 2019, just as something fun to kind of just
Mm.
dick around with my friends with. Like I'd play old nostalgic games like Roller Coaster Tycoon and Pokemon, and just nonsense, just messing around like that. At some point last year, I had just a thought. I'm like, hey, I've always wanted to go on a cut cycle and like actually see my abs. It was something I'd
Mm.
always wanted to do, and a bucket list item to check off. And I said, one of the things I've found is that if you make a goal public and you tell a few people who care about you and what you do day in and day out
Hmm.
about that goal, they'll tend to every so often give you motivation or word of encouragement or kick your ass a little bit about it. And
Yeah, come
so
at you. Yeah.
said, hey, you know what? I've got this Twitch platform already. Let's give some weightlifting streams a try. Lo and behold, well, I guess people liked what they saw. And it's been pretty much that as a success story ever since. And yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
Yeah, dude. And let's see. It sounds like you've been training for a while, but is this the first time you've really cut, you shredded out, you've kind of gone more bodybuilding?
So the first cut was okay. I guess technically, if you want to call this a cut, I did wrestling freshman year of high school, and I guess you
Oh.
could say something of a cut then. But 2022 was the first time I ever actually measured my macros, actually took, running a
Nice.
significant caloric deficit day after day after day seriously. And I
Hmm.
saw the results to match. It really wasn't that hard. Okay. It was hard to resist eating late at night, but like how to do it made sense. It was very
Yeah.
easy in that regard.
Right.
But I
Right.
cut all the way to November. Cutting through the holidays sucks ass. So I bulked through the holidays. I actually did the Super Squats program, which if you've never heard of it, highly recommend if you're ever looking to gain hella muscle really quickly and hate yourself. So did that. I did Super Squats through the first 6 weeks of 2023. Went on maintenance through February. Actually went out to Vegas late February, early March, and then I've been on a cut cycle of mixed results ever since. I'm not quite where I wanted to
Since
be,
March of
but
this year, you're in
yeah,
Vegas? Okay.
uh, yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. And there's the beer part of your name, Battered Aggie. You don't look like you have a beer body right now.
So okay, the actual backstory behind that is term called there's a term called battered Aggie syndrome, which has to do with my beloved Aggies often not being very good in sports, or more accurately,
Ah,
choking a lot in sports. And battered Aggie syndrome, it's basically, in the back of your head they're gonna let you down. You just don't know how or when. And well, without A&M has gone without never won a basketball title. In fact, A&M's never gotten past the Sweet 16. 4-14 all time in the College World Series, so never won a baseball title. And the last football title was 1939. So
hmm.
250 consecutive seasons of not actually winning anything. So it's quite bad. But so that's battered Aggie syndrome. I threw beer on there because in those days I was drinking more than I should have been, and I like beer.
Yeah, what are you doing now? Like, I know, in the fitness community, there's all sorts of people who are all sorts, shredded, who like to drink, who don't. So we kind of have the whole spectrum. I feel like I fall on I very much enjoy it, but it's good that I do fitness because it limits how much I'm consuming, like I was in Vegas and I not eat a lot and then hit my protein and then smash a big meal and alcohol in the evening. So I think I was almost sticking to my macros, or at least my calories, but the macros were a little wonky, like just all those empty calories. And so then I'm just like bloated for an entire week.
Totally. No, alcohol will totally screw with you. That's what I noticed when I went to Vegas. I cut loose a little bit, ate a little too much, drank a little too much, and definitely paid the price when I came back and I looked a little bit more bloated. Lab Boys TV saying, yeah, tequila, I like tequila. Tequila does not like me. But as far as drinking is concerned, these days, my rule is that I try, right? So this is something I preach in my streams. Your liver is really good at what it does, but it only
Mhm.
does one thing really well. So if you ask your liver to process protein, it'll say, yes, sir, can do. But if you ask it to process alcohol and protein, it'll say, nope, I'm going to start processing this
Right.
alcohol in the form of ethanol. It's poison. And so as a result, if you go and kill it in a workout, but then you go and have whiskey or tequila later, you're going to have all sorts of issues.
Right.
It's you basically wasted your time. So in general, these days I prefer spirits to beer just because beer is a ton of carbs, a top alcohol.
Right.
I
Right.
like wine. There's really, apart from, I'm not a gin fan for the most part. There's really no spirit or beverage I don't care for. I like them all, but
Nice. Yeah.
these
An equal
days,
opportunity drinker.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, in being smart and programming around it, and it arrests fat metabolism. So,
does it?
if your body's eating up fat, it's gonna stop that for like 24 hours or something. So,
I
um,
didn't actually realize that. Holy crap!
yeah, yeah. I mean, like, and that's why you can get the bloating, and it cannot be great in a cut, because yeah, you're trying to shed the fat, and then that just arrests it because it has to deal with the poison first. It has to deal with the alcohol first.
Right,
Um,
that's right.
let's see. And Acro, yeah, Acro used to be in Vegas. Vegas is fun. Like I had like awesome PG-13 Vegas. Like we'd start at like 7 o'clock. We'd go out to eat. I tried to get Acro to come, but I think he had a little bit too crazy of a work schedule. But we'd start at like 7, go hang out, eat somewhere crazy, and then they had like this was the National Academy of Broadcaster show, so they had parties at like Marquee, Omnia, places I would never go. Like I'm just not a club person. Like this is like me redefining dad bod, but I'm still like a dad. What's that?
But given the chance, you got to take
Yeah,
opportunity.
go
That with
for
your
an
family.
hour or two for free and drink a little for free. It's hard
No,
to
it's the
say
same
no.
thing. Yeah, no, I totally get that. Like when I was in Vegas, I think the Knights happened to be in town, and I'm pretty big into sports, or at least I
Ah,
was. I'm less into sports these days, but it was a really fun time. I went and saw the Knights game, and we had a blast.
yeah. Well, and that's the other thing. Like we haven't done yet. Like we went on a 2-hour hike. No, it was like a 4.5-hour hike in Gold
Ooh,
Strike Canyon, which was awesome. Like we went down to some hot springs and then
oh
came
yeah.
back and like I want to see some shows. Like one of our guys saw Seinfeld. So I think there's a lot of fun, for a little bit. Like I know a lot of us are going out there for TwitchCon. I don't know if it's something you'd considered, but there's a bunch of us going out in October.
Probably not, just because it's a long way from South Carolina all the way out there.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, maybe. I'll never say never, but I put me as a doubtful on that one.
Yeah.
Although it's
I want to I want to see if I can get some costs taken care of for people. Like, there's these sponsorships like Legion. Be like, hey, Legion, why don't you sponsor like this streamer house? And whoever wants to participate can mention you throughout the weekend or something, and then you cover some of that cost. That'd be really great. Okay, thanks. Bye. I feel like we could easily do that.
it. I mean, that's luck of the draw a little bit. You got to be hoping that there's some goodwill on the sponsor side, but it seems to me like they've been a pretty good sponsor to you, so I can see it happen.
Well, I was just like, Tomination and Joe Workouts do giveaways, and I was like, dude, I want to give free shit away. So I reached out to them. I was like, hey, can I give away free shit? And we had a quick meeting, and they're like, yeah, sure, why not? I'm like, okay, let's do it. So
Oh yeah.
that's how we're gonna be able to do it. All right, I'm gonna hit this wheel. We're gonna keep playing the game show. I got to keep remembering to do this as my finger, like, I don't know if you can see, my fingers are like frozen. It's probably a heart condition.
Well, so I'll tell you, speaking of other really great streamers, and notice Acro has been in the chat this entire time, and I have, again, nothing but amazing things to say about Acro. I'm really hoping y'all, if any of y'all showed up and have not followed Acro, go do it now. He's making the push for partner, and I think everybody wants to see him get it.
Let's go. Let's see. I've got some people tabs. Can I get a shout out? Actually, let's get some shout outs going. We've got Acro, we got Tabs, we got Gamer Strongman. This is kind of like the coolest thing. It's like the streamer folk are here. So thanks everyone for coming. Reynard, yeah.
For sure.
Or Reyna, I can't remember what it is, but yeah, that's essentially what it is. It goes away eventually. And Minnie. All right. I hit the wheel. What was it?
I did not see the wheel.
The world is your Earthster. The world is your Earthster. So you said geography might be fun.
All right.
So we're going to do some geography. Let me see. You'll disappear for just a second. There we go. You're back. All right. So
what you got?
I'm going to initiate the game show thing over here. Let's see, where is it? There it is. Quiz kit. You can play on stream if you have it up. If not, you can just answer and I'll tell you if you're correct. Everyone else who's on stream, go right over here. Where is it? Like over, is that your left? I can't see. Yeah, over here, and click on Quiz Kit and allow it on your channel so that you can see Quiz Kit. Let's see, Quiz Kit, configure. Shimon. So this is geography. Actually, I had ChatGPT help me with this.
Ooh, fun.
So should be pretty great. Pretty great. What is this?
Tell you what, on a side note, for those of you suffering within a cut cycle right now, I can feel that. I decided just to have a little bit of protein, like protein powder for dinner tonight and nothing else, because one of my coworkers is moving to a different area on site, and so tomorrow we're going out to this all-you-can-eat Carolina barbecue place.
Oh man,
yeah, that one's going to be a challenge. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is kind of one meal a day it and just go for as much pulled pork as I possibly can.
Oh, there you go.
Because pork shoulder, that's mostly protein.
Yeah.
It's better than, oh God, I love fried okra, but man, can't be doing that shit.
I love it. Okay. Usually I can... Go ahead.
I was going to say, the tough part is they have banana pudding for dessert, and oh, that's my weak spot.
I mean, you just have like the tip of the spoon, just a little...
I'm not one of those people. If I have a little, I have a lot. Like
Dude,
I am not.
I'm with you.
I am not one of those people who can moderate.
No, I can't either. Yeah. Dude, we're like kindred spirits here. Like same thing. Like that's why the cutting, and even like my maintenance right now, like I gotta maintain. Otherwise, like I'm like just a gobble monster. That's probably
my
not what I intended it to mean. All right, here we go. The world is your Earthster. Mobile latency mode. Starting quiz. Stuff's gonna happen.
Tell you the other one that gets me is when I start eating, like if I've had a drink or two, all of a sudden everything tastes so much better, and my
Oh yeah,
willpower goes
yeah.
through the floor.
That's how it works, unfortunately. All right, so I'm supposed to ask viewers manage access by clicking on QuizKit icon. Yeah, but when I am like strictly following the calories, like if I can just have a little, and I'm like, that was good, that was my taste, I almost enjoy it more than like I ate a half a gallon of ice cream.
Yeah, I cannot do that. I admire the people who have the willpower to have just one potato chip. I can't. Nope.
Dude, my kids will even have like, some ice cream and they'll be like, I don't want anymore. Like, I'm done. Like, wait, what?
Oh, that's the worst. Whenever
Maybe
you
it's
offer it, and it's like, well, I don't want to waste it.
Yeah, well, exactly. And maybe this, I don't know if you grew up a poor military kid. I grew up a poor military kid. I feel like that was a part of it. Like, hey, you have cake. We don't have cake, all the time. So you're going to eat all of it. You're going to eat all that you can.
Well, it was definitely like that in my family, partially because of family history. My grandmother on my mother's side immigrated, actually met my grandfather on my mother's side, who was U.S. Army. They met in Germany in the late 1940s, and she made sure, I'll put it this way, she beat the message of never waste food so hard into my parents' generation that it had a reverb effect and then some.
Yeah, sure. All right, let me
Exactly.
let me fix your head too.
You're good. Don't worry about it. I can adjust the camera.
There we go. Okay. 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 All right, so the quiz is ready. Hopefully you guys all managed it and put it on there. Here we go. All right. Question number 1. Up here. There we go. What is the capital of Spain? We're going to start easy.
Yeah, that one's
Rome,
easy. It's
Barcelona, Lisbon, or Madrid?
Madrid. No, it's Madrid. I actually studied abroad in Spain. I have a cheat on this one. I studied abroad in Spain one semester in college. It was
Nice.
amazing.
Yeah. What was there much studying or just being abroad?
No, they were studying. It was a solid mechanics course, so we
Oh,
did a
wow.
fair amount of like we would go and look at a lot of the civil engineering projects over there. So there was something involved.
Nice. All right. Waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I don't know why. I think it's the mobile latency, so you can get your answers in. Reveal the answer. Oh, you know what else is happening tonight? Madrid. Um, we're gonna give away a free sub to Beer Battered Aggie's channel as well. So when we do Two
Thank
Truths
you.
and a Lie, whoever wins is gonna get a sub, and if multiple people win, we'll figure out a way to give it to one of those people. So you definitely want to keep playing the games. We're just giving away all the things. Let's go.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm feeling charitable this evening.
Yeah, you get a car. You get a car. That's what I felt like with this kid. I was like, just you get the car. Just take the car. I don't want the car. All right, here we go. Ooh, this is bad English. What is the largest continent in the world? So we're still like really easy. Is
Yeah,
it Africa, Europe, Asia, or South America?
it's Asia. Of course, it's Asia.
Of course, it's Asia. I mean, I wish
I'm really
I should have
hoping
thrown
no one
in.
gets this one wrong.
I should have thrown some countries in here too, just to confuse us all. And Lisbon. I'd actually be terrible. I'd be terrible at geography. I knew most of these just because they're mostly pretty easy. But
Yeah, that one, Greenland.
let's see. Oh, yeah. Did I find another car yet? Yes, I did. I actually, you'll appreciate this as a frugal genius. So I sold my 2010 Town and Country, which got like 17 miles a gallon on a good day, for a Hyundai Ioniq, which is a hybrid, but also
Ooh,
drives
that's a good car.
electric. Yeah,
What
and
year?
like it's a 2019.
That's a
Um,
damn good car, actually. Those are really efficient. You'll like
well,
it.
and like so far, like I drive on a highway that's like 70 miles an hour and then 55 and then a little bit of town to get to my house. 51 miles average there, 51
Really?
miles average back. I'm like, yeah, babe,
That's
this is
about
awesome.
right. Yeah. The Ionic's a great little car. They've actually come out with a couple new fully electric versions the last few years.
Yeah.
They're wonderful. Now I actually drive a Volt, so it's almost the
Oh,
same sort
nice.
of. Uh,
Yeah.
I adore mine. Got nothing but nice things to say about it. It's been problem free for almost 90,000 miles at this point. It's a
I feel like I
17.
would trust, yeah, I would trust the Chevy Volt, like a hybrid or electric vehicle from Chevy more than gas, because like I've had two American gas cars just blow up when they shouldn't, and my
Interesting.
Honda and my Toyota just lasted forever. So I'm like, I want to buy American, but I want my car to last.
Well, I mean, the Honda Accord, people don't realize the Honda Accord is made in Ohio, so it's
Oh,
not
is it?
necessarily a made in Japan thing. It's a lot of the time it's just GM making poor engineering decisions.
Oh yeah.
They're a brilliant company half the time and a shit company half the time, and it's there's no in between.
Yeah, well, and that's all. That was a crazy thing, like the Chrysler Town and Country, and then the Dodge Caravan, like exact same car, different sticker on it. Like there's
Yeah,
lots of that going on as well. All right, next question. It was, oh yes, this one was Asia. Good job, everyone.
looks like nobody missed
Um,
that. Thank God.
yeah,
I would be
there's
concerned.
yeah, and when I take my car in, he's like, all right, this is all getting to fix all this. It's going to be about 3 grand, and then what's likely underneath and behind and in this part is probably going to be about another 5,000 or so, and that's the stuff that I'm seeing. And he's like, your car's not worth 3,000, and I'm like, ah, dang it. When the mechanic's like, it's not worth it, you're like, damn it.
Again,
All
the
right.
fact that you got north of 200,000 out of a Chrysler product, you got the majority of the usable life out of that car.
Yeah, I loved it. All right. So, what is the highest mountain in Africa? Kilimanjaro, Aconcagua, I said that wrong. Mount Everest or Denali?
Kilimanjaro. No. Everest and Denali aren't. Actually, I don't think any of the other three are even in Africa.
Yeah, I don't know about the Aconcagua, but I feel like
I want to say
Denali
that's.
sounds Indian,
Yeah, I think Concagua is in. I want to say either
like
Chile
South America.
or Argentina. It's. I think it's
Context
some of the.
clues. I love it. I love it. Buicks are surprisingly reliable, but if you get like a really old car, like one of the classics, I feel like you're going to be able to get more out of it. But
It
you know,
depends. It really. It's right. So it really
Denali's a
does depend
GMC.
on what the engine is, what the transmission is, and really, especially if you're buying used, how well it's been treated by its previous owner. If you
Yeah,
get a if you get a Toyota that hasn't been given any oil changes, it's gonna blow the engine will still seize. That's just how
I feel
thermodynamics
like
work.
I feel like there's a simile or a metaphor to training in here as well. You know, like
Yeah.
doesn't matter all the supplements you take if you're not sleeping, you know, or if you're not taking care of your body in other ways. Like it doesn't matter how hard you train or all the funky stuff you spend money on. You know.
You've got to have good maintenance, and part of good maintenance is yeah, sleep, definitely eating right, getting your micronutrients as well as your macros, so fruits and vegetables and such.
All right, next question. What country has the longest coastline in the world? Brazil, Russia, Australia, or Canada?
That's actually a good question. I know it's not Brazil. Australia's got a coastline all around it.
Right.
Russia's the
Ooh, did
biggest
I
country.
stump you?
I'll go with Australia. Fuck it. Let's see what. I feel
Oh,
like that's wrong. I think I got
oh.
that wrong.
I'm not gonna tell you. Not gonna tell you till we reveal it. Reveal it.
I think I got that wrong.
Yeah. Where's our
It's
Northerners at?
Yeah, it could be Canada, but I don't think because you've got the Hudson Bay, that's a huge chunk of land, and then you've got all the islands. Maybe it is Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, I picked one. I'm
So
gonna
much
pick it.
land mass. Ready for this?
Russia is the
It's
biggest, but
Canada.
yeah, it's Canada. All right, that's
Yeah.
fair. Fair.
We started to fool people. Everyone thought Australia. I think people are just following you.
I suppose
So
so. Surprised
There you go.
nobody answered Canada. Who the hell answered
Mini.
Brazil?
Yeah,
I want
whoever
to
answered Brazil, get out of here. Minnie's like, yeah, but that's all ice, so it doesn't count. It's essentially like water too. Australia isn't real and can't be measured. Yeah, it's like the Bermuda Triangle. I think that's Australia, right? That's a town in Australia.
I know there's a I know there's a subsection of maps that just purposefully exclude New Zealand for whatever reason. So maybe it's
Colonialism. What is
that
the
one.
smallest country in the world by land area? Monaco, Liechtenstein, Vatican City, or San Marino?
Oh, it's the Vatican. You can barely
Yeah,
define the Vatican as a country.
it's the size of
more
a courtyard.
corporation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's so the Romans can't
Uh,
control them.
well, the Catholic Church is a strange and interesting entity.
That's my people. That's my people.
I'm a Catholic too, so yeah.
I'm I can talk shit. It's okay.
No. I,
Yeah. It is in fact Vatican City. We're gonna try to go over there to Rome maybe next year. We're having a baby this year, so maybe next year we'll try to go. My wife won't go anywhere out of the country with me until we go to like Rome and Ireland where we have family and kind of do the European thing. So
yeah,
gotta get that done.
I can feel with that, man. Like I can't leave the country with my current job because my employer really fucking hates it. Let's put it that way.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean this let's weave this in as we keep going. Like you work in the power industry or in the nuclear power industry.
I work in the nuclear industry. I do not work in the nuclear power industry, and that is more or less the extent of what I can say about my job. You can put two and two together to figure it out.
Yeah.
Peace sells, but who's buying?
And I can imagine too, like, yeah, that's got to be very restrictive on a lot of things. Like you said, your social media presence has to be like locked down.
Yeah. Like I don't
All
have
right.
an Insta. I don't have a Twitter. I don't want a Twitter, but you get the idea. It's the
But do you
largest
have a
lake in
parlor?
Africa.
What's the largest lake in Africa? Lake Victoria, Lake Tanganyika, Lake Chad, or Lake Malawi?
It's Victoria. But
Dude, I am impressed. You know, like I was like, half of these are easy. Everyone should know. The other half, no one will know. But you've been doing a great job.
that one's pretty easy. If I'm confident, if I'm wrong on this one, I'm confidently wrong. I know it's not Lake Chad. Lake Chad's drying up. I don't think it's Tanganyika because it's pretty close to Victoria. Victoria's bigger than it on a map. Malawi's big, but not as big.
There's a depth. There's a depth to the beer battered Aggie that I'm loving right now.
That's engineer. I'm like the thing is, I might have the amount of muscles, but I'm still underneath a massive nerd.
I love it. Well, I mean, that's like the intersect here on Twitch, right? Twitch fitness is like big nerds
Yeah.
and people who want to train too. So
Nerds, yeah, nerds who don't mind pumping iron.
yeah. All right, next question, dude. I want to cut my finger off. Like, all right,
Really?
last question. What state is home to at least two popular fitness streamers? One who just ran a half marathon and another who was just partnered. Huh.
I have absolutely
Chat's
no
gonna-
idea. We're gonna flip a coin. Heads left, tails right. All right, it's heads. So heads Illinois, tails Michigan. We got Michigan. I'm going with Michigan.
Your decision-making process is amazing. Yeah, chat should know this.
Always carry
Michigan,
a coin
easy
in your
peasy.
wallet for two reasons. The first is because I shop at Aldi and I need it to get a cart. The second is whenever you need
High
a
five to
pocket
that.
decision maker, you have it.
I love it. I love it. You have so much knowledge. It's like life hacks too. Aldi's the best. I often go there without a quarter because like I don't have a little quarter holder and I set them down and then the kids steal them. So then I go there and I try to like hold all the shit and then I like quickly try to bag it while they're checking you out.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I just keep one in my wallet. Makes life easy.
Jovandier says hi.
Hey, yo, what's up, Jovan? I see you.
So the answer is, and your coin led you right, it is Michigan. Oh, we had
Let's
some
go.
across the
Out of
board
four.
guesses here. Yeah. So it's Cool Runnings. Joe just ran a marathon, and Holderheck just got his partner notification last night, which is pretty awesome. Like I feel like it's like in all the other categories, it's a lot more easy. But in our category, there's a few hundred people who come in here. So
yeah, the Twitch fitness community is small, but we're very tight. I love that.
we're
about
fierce.
It.
We're fierce. I love it.
Something
Here's the
like
results.
that.
This is like the most positive results ever.
Hey, let's
Congrats.
go. Big Red rocking out from my channel. Let's go.
Big Red.
Love Big Red.
With the geography. Gamer Strongman. Wendell. I mean, that's like the light amount of negative, which is nice. And Minnie, you showed up, and then good job, contestant 14 and 17.
Go Big Red. You repping the channel, man. Let's go.
All right.
Man
End game. There we go. All right.
Yeah, congrats.
Cool, man.
Holder,
go ahead.
though. I mean, that's fantastic. I didn't realize that both of them had gotten partners. So good.
Well, just Holder's partner. He's kind of been doing these pushes, because like I think they had a threshold. They might have removed it where it's like 75 concurrent, but he was regularly over that. Yeah, he was regularly over that, and like I think they gave him crap for being raids, and so then he's having people refresh, and like then he's like over 100, 120, and it's like just come on, like just give it to him. Jeez, oh Pete.
It's a common theme. Honestly, I think Twitch isn't quite as big a fan of the fitness community as they are with gamers because it's easier to sell crap to gamers. With fitness streamers, part of what we're telling people to go and do is get off the screens and go lift weights. Twitch can't sell that. So I think that's my conspiracy theory, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, I mean that's not a bad assumption. I mean,
their business. It's normal.
Yeah, it's like maybe not a lot of small things that they could sell, but certainly larger things. Maybe I don't know. We could probably make it happen.
I wouldn't.
Ooh, here's a good question. Lab Boys TV, whose max bench is hired? Have you maxed? Do you max?
Yeah, I have.
All right. What's your latest max?
So this was at the peak of my bulk cycle. I hit 355.
Oof, dude, nice. Yeah, that beats me. I was 315, and then shortly after, I think I hurt my shoulder. So that was maybe 6 months ago. So I think I'm back with the shoulder now. So now I'm working up to the garage gym competition, like in May or whatever. Are you familiar with that?
No, I'm not. I think I hit 315. I want to say a few weeks back for a set of either 3 or 4. I write it all down in here. By the way,
dude,
good
nice
tip. Yourself, if you want, use an app. But I'm a huge fan of old-fashioned pen and paper.
Yeah, that's great. I love it. It's like that's like the Saved by the Bell kind of style on the front there too. I forget what that's called. I love it.
Basic.
You guys don't bench 315.
Well, the thing about this too is you got to remember, right? Working, I'll go to the gym at the nuclear site. Well, I can't use my phone there. It's the same reason, right? A lot of guys have sort of more fitness oriented watches and such. I just have a dumb one.
You can't have it. Yeah, you probably can't have that. Yeah.
No Bluetooth.
Can't be sneaking stuff in or out. I love it, Acro. You guys don't bench 315 by 10? What? I mean, how frequently do you have to do that to consider it a max still? I'm just saying.
If you're repping 315, you're an absolute freaking stud.
Well, and by 10. So
that's nuts. That's
Acro has some muscles. And then Gamer just had a competition, Gamer Strongman. He's chucking things above his head and lifting them up high. So that was really cool to see.
Hey, Tabs Voice, thanks for coming out.
Tabs. We'll see you tomorrow. Ta-ta for now. Yeah, so the garage gym competition basically is just an online thing. I think they have like dozens of thousands of people participate around the world, but Average Joe's, along with somebody else, is going to be streaming their assessment on Twitch. So it's one of those online meets where mid-May, I think, you have a week to submit your top in bench, squat, and dead. Yeah. And then they'll judge it and um, yeah, give you feedback. But then it's not like a who's strongest. It's a random, kitty for people who win. So I just
Interesting.
want to use that as an
Look into
excuse
that.
to max. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be mid cut at that point, so my max won't be shit. Like I
Oh,
might get. I mean, I'm
yeah.
still,
That's
dude.
when
I'm
I'll come
cutting.
after you.
My goal is gonna be cutting towards till the 4th of July. I want to get 10% body fat by 4th of July. Look like the
Sure.
Greek god for the beaches.
Yeah. Yeah. I think right now. So what's your calories right now?
2,300 is the target, but a lot of times I go over that.
What's your height and weight?
6'3", weighed in today at 216.
Oh, nice. What's
So,
your, yeah, what do you think you'll be close to that 10%? Like, what's kind of the weight you think you'll be around?
well, so doing the math on this at the moment, I'm at 12 and a half-ish percent using the new scale I just checked out, so there could be some variance there.
Yeah.
Pound of body fat is 35, or a pound of body fat would be, or to lose 2.5% of body fat would be 2 times 215, which would be about probably about 5-ish pounds. So 5 pounds of body fat. So I'd reckon probably finish around 209, 210, somewhere around there.
Nice.
I'd like to be at least 205 when I finish.
Also, the whole engineering, like I just see like numbers and things flying around your head as you're like, I love
This
that.
is I am.
That's like
That's
Twitch gym bro, got a swole mind.
math is your friend. If you
Yeah.
let it be your friend, it's your friend.
Well, and that's something you said earlier made me think about it too. And I like to say, it may not be easy, but it's simple. So at least we have that going for us with the training and the macros. Like figuring that out can be very simple. It's hard to do. It takes that. It takes hard work. It takes the habit.
Yeah.
Showing up, but it's not like it's really that complicated.
It's a minor annoyance, but just you write it down. It'll be 3 or 4 rows. I do no mostly in here. What I'll do is I'll do macros, and then I'll also do if I'm working out that day what I worked
Hmm.
out. Did bench press or incline press this many sets at this many reps for this much weight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Well, it's nice too because we have a lot of YouTubers out there. We have a lot of trainers and programs and this. And really, the people who I feel are successful, who I feel are knowledgeable, it's all just variations on what we kind of know as like, here's the
yeah,
common kind of methodology, which hasn't changed largely, since like Arnold, but it's refined a hell of a lot, you know?
absolutely. Well, now, and some of the methods that have maybe fallen by the wayside, but were used by a lot of the guys in the 50s and 60s, have a lot of merit. And I think
Hmm.
slowly but surely people are rediscovering some of those. That's
Like
the
what?
super. Well, the I was talking about super squats, which I was doing for the book. This book was released in the 80s, and at the time, people thought it was archaic
Ah,
because the
nice.
workout. Okay, so I don't know if you know what the super squats workout is, where
I
it's the
have
one
no
set of
idea.
20.
No idea.
Okay, so super squats in essence boils down to you do 3 workouts a week tops. You rest a lot. This is something you only do when
Oh,
you're bulking, and
okay.
it is you do you'll do shoulder press and bench and rows and a couple of other things, but the real highlight is you psych yourself up and you do one set of what would be your normal 10 rep weight for 20 reps. That's it. You just do it. You don't think about it. You keep your breathing. It's going to be a 2.5, 3 minute set sometimes, and at the end you're going to be, it's almost like a form of hypnosis or a trance like state where your your body's basically a puppet on a string, and if you've motivated yourself properly, you will get through those last few sets, rack the weight, and immediately see stars. And then you follow them up with you lay down on a bench and you do overhead pulls. And the reason you do that is to expand your rib cage. It works. It is also the single hardest workout regimen I have ever done. I would recommend
Wait, wait.
everybody
So
try it at least once.
what was the? I think I missed one of the specifics of why it's so hard, because you said one set of your 10 rep weight, but it could take you
Yep.
2 to 3 minutes, or
And you do 20 reps.
oh,
So
I
rep,
see.
if
So
you do rep,
however many minutes it takes, you rest to put those up.
and you cannot re-rack it. So you take your 10 rep
Oh,
weight. So let's say it's 315. You can rep 315 normally 10 times. You're going to do a set of 20, and that's it. But you have to do it. You have to
wow,
will yourself to it, and it is.
wow.
So I learned about this from, I think it was one of the videos from. You ever heard of Alan Thrall on YouTube?
I have not.
Okay, well he's reviewed lots of different workout regimens. He's said as much. He's like, this workout regimen is really fucking hard, but you will gain tons of muscle if you do it.
Oh,
The
nice.
other thing it recommends is the diet. And again, this is why you got to
Hmm.
bulk. It recommends a gallon of milk a day, and I did do that, and it works. Oh my god.
What is it about the milk? I mean, obviously
Because
there's good protein in there and
loads and loads
fat.
of protein, but loads and loads of calories too, and that's the key, right? So to bulk properly, you need to be
Sounds
in
like sounds like
caloric.
diarrhea, Acro says.
It sounds like diarrhea. I mean, honestly, I for whatever reason, I think maybe it's my genetics. I can process dairy really well, but yeah, there would be days
Ooh.
where I'd be drinking half a gallon was the bare minimum, but a whole gallon, and I freaking loved it. And the workouts themselves were absolute hell, but man, eating that much, like right. So my BMR is probably at least 2,000 calories, probably a bit more. Throw
Hmm.
in everything else I do in a day, and then a workout that intense. I'm bare minimum burning 3,300 calories a day. So to run a surplus, I get to eat. That means ideally I'm eating 3,500 to 4,000 calories a day,
Oof.
and that kicks all the ass. And I love it so much. Ultimately, I still have that lineman mindset of nom 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 nom.
Yeah. Oh, you were a lineman?
I was an offensive
Oh.
lineman in high school. Yes,
You
so
okay. Yeah, high school. I was
I
like,
can.
you seem small for a lineman. Like you're skinny for a lineman.
Well, yeah. So I'll be honest. I was skinny for a lineman then too, but
Okay.
for whatever reason, I was frankly really good at getting away with holding, and that would piss off so many defensive linemen. That was what I was special more than anything else.
Love
But
it.
oh no, I need the money to afford the milk every day. Miniature action. See, this is the key. This is the best
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, let's get into the money game because I know that's kind of your thing.
Living here in the podunk ass South, I have a grocery store about 5 to 10 miles away that they will, they'll have the milk that is going to expire in a couple of days that they will mark down for, $1.50 a gallon. You load the hell up
Ah.
on milk. You go back every couple of days, and boom, all of a sudden you've got more milk you know what to do with. It's freaking fantastic. I have loads and loads of life hacks like that. So,
And if you leave it
uh,
a little bit longer, it becomes like Greek yogurt and it's fantastic. Like just leave it
well,
open, get a little wild yeast in there.
wouldn't recommend doing that, but I do eat. Even on my cuts, I love non-fat Greek yogurt.
Mm.
The macros are incredible, and all you got to
Oh
do,
yeah.
my one of my favorite hacks for a good cut cycle food: get yourself a can, a cheap 12 ounces of cheap, unsweetened. Make sure it's unsweetened applesauce. All
Hmm.
right, dump that in a 2 pound tub of yogurt, and then chuck on some cinnamon. I like just
Mm.
basic cinnamon, apple cinnamon. Mix it in together. It's like 800 calories total to do that, but it's like I think 90 grams of protein or something like that. So it's really good macro wise. It's cheap, it's super convenient, and it tastes like a dessert.
Well, I feel like Greek yogurt is such a great tool, and you can get it, low fat or no fat, and 12 grams to 17 grams to 18 grams of protein per serving, which makes
Yep,
it like a real good tool to fill in. Because like, I don't know
absolutely.
how you are, but like my dinner, I don't know what it is until probably close to dinner when I ask the wife. But I can do like my snack like after this. I've already got made and ready to go. And, like 3/4 of my meals, I can basically plan out. And then sometimes lunch at work and then dinner, I got to flex around. And when I do that, it's like, all right, now I need a big old bowl of protein, or I need like an apple and some bread or whatever.
I get you. Yeah, we're quite a bit different on that regard. I plan out my meals every Sunday or Saturday, buy all the provisions for the week because I don't have a grocery store in my tiny little town, and then
Oh, okay.
I make sure to make it usually works out pretty well in that regard. But I can support my diet, which is I feel like I eat like a king most of the time on $200 to $250 a month easy.
Sure. Especially if you go to Aldi, man. Like I go to Aldi and I get like a whole cart full of things. I just did this the other day. $150. I was like, what? If I'm at Woodman's or Hy-Vee or anywhere else, or Costco, Costco's good for certain things, but it's like $350. It's easily several $100s more.
Costco is fantastic it's for certain items, but then you'll inevitably go for the impulse buy that they make tons of
Right.
money on. How they
Oh
get you.
yeah. Well, because they
I
move their
love
shit around too. Like it's never in the same place, so you have to walk through stuff.
the ultimate Costco hack is of course the goat tier $5 rotisserie chicken with admittedly a crap ton of salt, but pair it with a banana to soak some of that up for the potassium and whatnot. But the
Yeah,
amount
I'm
of
cool with
protein you
salt.
get for $5 and the convenience, oh,
Oh yeah, and it tastes so good.
it's
Um,
delicious.
Acro's got a life hack for us: canned pumpkin, cottage cheese, stevia, and pumpkin pie spice. It's like pumpkin cheesecake. I'll have to try that. I haven't tried it with cottage cheese yet.
Ooh.
I have tried like canned pumpkin with Greek yogurt, and even like protein pumpkin. But the fake pumpkin kind of tastes funky, so
Gonna
I might
need
try
to
that.
Gonna need to write
Yeah.
that one down, actually. So see.
All these super pricey.
And
Here
if
it's
all
more
these super
expensive at Aldi than Walmart. I mean, Walmart is like the cheapest of anything anywhere, but at Aldi you're going to get a selection of like one high quality item, that's $1.50 instead of $3.50 at other stores. Ooh, brown sugar stevia. I didn't know that existed. You just made my life better. Acro. I gotta write this down, but I'm afraid I'm gonna blow something up. You know what we need to do? We need to hit the wheel. Let's hit the wheel. Let's
I will
go.
say, there's another cool thing I have on my Discord channel. If any of y'all are interested and want to check it out, I have a little Excel tool. It's real simple. It's a
Hmm.
protein cost comparator. The way it works is
Oh.
you input your prices whenever you go to the grocery store. You input, how much a serving is. And what it'll show you is it'll give you a red to green scale of the macro ratio. In other words, how many grams of protein per 100 calories or whatever that it's going to give you, or how many grams of protein per calorie. And then it's also going to give you grams of protein per unit of cost. So, what is the cheapest versus what is the best? And this is one of the
Hmm.
ones where I love having my little local KJs down here because sometimes they'll run specials on bulk meat. The other day, I got this is actually a while ago. I still am living off of it. I got a 20-pound box of chicken leg quarters for $10.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and you got to know the prices of things to get that. And like Minnie saying over here too, like chicken breast at Aldi's 3 a pound and 2.50 a pound at Kroger, Aldi's super small portion, etc. Like we get chicken at Costco because it's like a
Yeah.
buck cheaper or something than it is at Aldi. Um, and yeah, just like Hy-Vee and other stores are just way more expensive, but Costco's got really good priced meat,
So
frozen chicken.
what we've also got going on there is a location difference because I can get chicken at Aldi for a buck 99 a pound. And this is the
Ah,
thing, a lot of people love to have downers on the deep south, but people really don't understand just how great the cost of living is here. It's
oh,
fantastic.
sure. Dude, you know what? Everywhere. I don't think, stereotypes are there for a reason, because some people perpetuate them or whatever. But like, I feel like you always got to give everybody and everything the benefit of the doubt. Like,
Oh
sure,
yeah.
even up here, we've got our passive aggressiveness, right? But good people too, people who are not passive aggressive. So,
The Midwest.
Same thing when thinking about anywhere.
I actually don't know where. I know that means the Midwest, but I don't know where exactly in the Midwest it means. Where
Where
actually are you located? What state?
I'm in like Madison, Wisconsin area.
Oh, all right. Home of the Badgers, y'all. That
That's
is a
right.
town that is a town that knows how to drink its beer.
We do. Well, I mean, it's a good state to live in for sports. I'm uh, a sports enthusiast. I'm not the most knowledgeable. Like I don't listen to radio shows or anything, but
Yeah,
it's hard to not enjoy sports when you've got the Packers, you've got the Bucks, you've got the Brewers and the Badgers.
yeah,
Varying levels of success.
of course. Now it's I
Yeah.
I get it. Every so often, I'll go over to Columbia or Athens and go watch a Carolina or a Georgia game, or even up to
Oh,
Clemson.
nice. Yeah, I got family
Yeah,
in Athens. Very cool.
Athens is cool.
Let's see.
Oh, goodness.
All right, so we did get two truths and a lie. So I need you to come up with three things that you're going to tell us about yourself. Two of them are going to be true, one of them is going to be a lie, and we got to guess. And here's where the people can win stuff. So at home, you play. He's going to tell us three things about himself. I'm just vamping so he can come up with these three things. He's going to tell us three things. If you pick the one that is the lie, you have a chance to win a sub to his channel. If multiple people pick the right answer, I'll come up with a way to give the sub to one of you guys. So that's what we'll give away for this. And guys, we got that Legion supplement giveaway that you can also enter. You can type exclamation points to see how many points you have, exclamation ticket, and a number to get that many tickets. Tickets are 20 points a piece. You can get up to 1,000 tickets if you have a lot of points. Also, subs are 2 times more likely to win. And what else? If you sub, you get 1,000 points, aka 50 tickets. So it's free to play, but pay to win. So there you go. There you go. Let's just being honest. Thanks to our friends over at Legion, who we've had. Oh, see, like Acro could buy a lot. What's that math? So many.
Good
Acro
Lord.
could just
Holy
destroy this
700
competition.
points. That is a lot.
But Shu had 1,000 the other day and didn't win. We had like 5 giveaways, and he didn't even win with 1,000 tickets. So it's random, man.
All right. Tell you what, bro, I actually got to use the bathroom real quick. You give me just a minute if you can
That's
vamp
all
for
right.
one.
You got it, dude. There we go. Boom. Now we're here in the real show. Yeah. Are you threatening me? Yeah. Keep winning. Keep winning. I don't even care. And I can give away to other people as well. I gift stuff. It's all that milk. Yo, I feel like if I have like 3 bites of ice cream, my stomach's like, "Bleh," just because I don't drink a lot of milk. I don't have a lot of lactate or lactose or anything. So, yeah, Legion Athletics, little sponsorship here, giving away free shit you can win. What's up, Hannah? I just have like a hover. Good to see you. All right, hang on. There we go. I got your audio back. Whoops.
Sorry about that. I was partially doing that because I actually did have to go, but I was also doing that because I was still thinking and I
Oh
needed
yeah,
more
no
time.
worries.
I do
And
have
Acro.
the 2 truths and a lie now, though.
All right. Acro asked, is it a gift card or like a pick? So whoever wins, I will send you. You got to jump into Discord. I will send you in Discord a code, and you can get any single product. You can't get like a $200 package, but you can get any single thing like the 2 pounds of protein for $60. So it's essentially a $60 giveaway, which is cool. Okay,
right.
Dad. All right, here we go. Hit us.
All right. So 2 truths and a lie. I've decided to make them all college themed about my time at A&M. So
I love it.
2 truths and a lie. First one is that I was on the 2017 Formula SAE racing team that won national championship. The second one is that I graduated cum laude. And the third is that I bribed a construction worker to get a piece of concrete from Kyle Field when they were renovating it in 2014. in 2013.
All right, I'm just writing these down.
I can repeat that if you need me to.
Okay, so let's see. Number one, you were on the 2017 SAA racing team and won the national championship. What is the SAA racing team? I don't know what that is.
So, the Formula SAE is SAE stands for Society of Automotive Engineers, and Formula SAE is a part of that program where it's a capstone senior design course for mechanical engineers where you are tasked to design, test, and build a miniature working Formula One racing car that you go and race against 80 other
Oh,
universities.
dude, that's cool. It's super nerdy, but also very cool.
It was a labor of love. I was very stressed out senior year. That was tough.
It's almost too nerdy to not be true, but you could trick us if you're a good liar. You could trick us with one small detail being off. So,
I could.
All right, that's number one. Number two, you graduated cum laude.
Yep, 2 was graduated cum laude.
All right, number two. And then number three, you bribed a construction worker to get a part of Kyle Field in 2013.
Yep, to get a chunk of old Kyle Field when they were renovating it. Kyle Field being the A&M football program.
Okay. Yeah, Kyle Field just sounds, I'm sure that's the name of the field as well. It just sounds random. It's like a dog named Kevin. Kyle Field.
There is actually a historical reason behind it. Every weird A&M quirk is based in lore and history and tradition, and Kyle Field is no exception. It actually comes from J. Edwin Kyle, class of 1903, I believe, who was an agricultural major at the time, because A&M owned the land south of campus and donated it to the university to create the football grounds. He later became an ambassador to several Central American countries during the 30s and 40s. So,
dude, you know shit. I love it.
He's also the reason there is a town called Kyle, Texas, south of Austin as you're heading towards San Antonio.
I love it. Can you imagine? I mean, people do have Ryan stuff. I'm trying to remember correctly, Calvin? Is that your name? Yeah. A Ryan or a Calvin. A Calvin would make sense as a name. That seems kind of regal, kind of British. But Ryan is like a crappy 90s name. Yeah, Little King. There you go.
Yeah. Ryan's a good name.
I haven't been looking in chat. Yeah. Acro's like, come loudly? He ain't no come loudy. Mustache says bottom 70 at best. Also, yeah, next topic after we hit the wheel, we're going to talk about your mustache. All right. What do we got? I know it because I'm a big brain. Lab boys, you should say what it is.
All right.
Guess. I need chat to guess some more. I'm going to say number one because reasons. All right, so Minnie's got number one.
So
Lab says number two. Yeah, keep shouting out in chat, and then once you guys have all buzzed in, I will. Because you don't see a mustache in an essay pick from 2017. Yeah, research. I have the internet. All right, what else do we got? Acro's like number two, easy peasy. Truth, 1 and 3. Number 2 is a lie. That's Cat Bro. I don't know. I mean, just thinking of a dude who trains, I'd be like, yeah, number 2 is a lie. But you've heard him today. You've heard just the depth of his knowledge, and I feel like I could be convinced about number 2. Who lies about getting concrete? Yeah. Nobody's picked number 3 yet. Anybody got number 3? What do we think? All the winnings right here. You can win a sub to Beer's channel.
It's quite a specific story. You know, kind of like it's like the fish or the walleye that you exaggerate, you know.
Yeah. No, totally.
Yeah.
You're like, it wasn't Kyle Field, it was Tyler Field. It was Brecken Field. He was more.
I wouldn't lie about the name of A&M's football stadium. I'd come up with something slightly more clever than that.
Let's see. There was more happiness in 1 and 3. Capro, you can switch. I haven't locked you in yet. I'll switch you to 3.
Oh,
The 2 truths and a lie is on my Bumble. On my Bumble is fire. Ooh. Is it this good? Okay. I think my finger. I can feel my fingers again.
Bumble. Oh my goodness.
What's
I
that?
probably shouldn't advertise that I'm on Bumble. Oh boy.
Bumble. Isn't that the one where the ladies get to reach out? Is that the one? I don't do it. Obviously.
I don't know. Honestly, dating apps suck ass. I barely use
Ah.
them.
All right.
That was more because I owe it to myself to try. Although I live out in the sticks, so it's not like I really have a ton of choices anyhow.
Sure. All right. Okay, so I'm going to guess number 1 with Mini. We've got Lab and Acrocia on number 2, and we got Capro on number 3. And that's it. We're locked in.
All right. The answer is number 2 is the lie.
They got you.
Cum laude, partially because of number 1. I was too busy building a race car, and I had a decent GPA. It was like a 3.3, but it wasn't. It was not cum laude level.
They got you. They thought it was because of the mustache, but let's see. Lab and Akroshi. Lab, is Lab one of your guys? Did he come over from your channel?
He is.
Let's see.
And of course, Lab would know that.
Lab, do you have?
Lab and I go way back.
Do you have a sub? Lab, let me know if you have a sub, or Acro, because if one of you have a sub, then I'll give it to the other one. Otherwise, we'll do a random thing. Yeah, sorry, Cat Bro. Acro's already subbed.
Acro is subbed.
This is for beer. This is for Calvin. Jeez, Pete's. I'm like, how do I nickname you? Beer?
Right.
Beer battered? Aggie?
Actually.
Ag?
It's changed a lot over the years. So I usually go by Ag just because it's short and simple.
All right. Ag. All right. Okay. So you're both subs, so I win. I get the sub. And if I'm already subbed, which I might be, I'll give it away in your channel next time. Cool. That's my vote. Gift yourself. Thanks, Acro. We're gonna keep spinning wheels too because we got a lot in the game here. But mustache. So you've got a serious mustache. I can't grow any facial hair. So talk me through this.
Okay. I'll be honest. This is the least trash it has ever looked, and it still looks like a shitty 70s mustache. I've just accepted that. What I was really hoping for was more of like a Burt Reynolds type thing, but that shit ain't happening. No,
but you own it. You own what it is. I love it.
Well, so the reason I went and did it is because I wanted to see what it would look like, and at the time, work forced us to have those stupid freaking mask mandates, and as a result, I had my face covered all day. So I'm like, okay, if there were ever a time to take advantage of this and see if I could grow a stash, now's the time. I'll be honest, I think the mohawk and the stash work really well together, and I've got something for you right here. It really
keeps it fresh. It keeps us guessing.
This really completes the look right here. What do you think?
I think the aviators are clutch on the look. That's fantastic.
These are $1.50 cheap sunglasses I got at I think it was at the Family Dollar just for this.
You know, it probably helps you look a little bit older because just looking at the image here, you're kind of like a highway cop, which is fantastic. But if you didn't have the mustache, I feel like you kind of might have like a baby face, like myself.
For sure. For sure. I absolutely have a baby face when I was clean shaven. Like, yeah. It's bad.
All right. So we're going to have the gun show. So we just rolled. We're going to have the gun show. You should leave the glasses on. Okay. You're not going to be able to hear the music because I didn't have time to set all that up. But people at home will hear the music. So as you see the lights flashing, you're going to bring us through some poses, and I'm going to copy what you're doing. How's that sound?
All right.
Let's see. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Let me just do this so I can rip this off. Here we go. This is the gun show.
Yeah, if you're going to go for the gun show, take it off, bro. Come on.
There it is. Oh, all right. Now you walk us through.
All right.
What are we doing?
Start with, go for the traps.
I just push my elbows up.
Yes, sir. All right. Then go for the both thighs. Hell yeah, bro. Looking good. All right.
It hurts. It hurts.
go for that.
Oh man, I'm gonna be so sore tomorrow from this.
Tell me about it. I can bench today, and it's killing me. All right, damn, you got a way better bag. Let's go for chest. Let's go.
Oh,
Bring the chest together.
baby. There we go. That was it. That was our gun show.
Not bad.
What is it? Look at what is this? I have like a pucker. Look at this pucker. What is that?
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Yeah, look at that. Looks
That's
like a
weird as
dimple.
fuck. I know. I have like a dimple. It's probably because of whatever this striation is. It like hits right there. Oh shit! I'm gonna hurt tomorrow. Welcome to the gun show. That was cool. Like you grabbing onto the camera.
Go for the triceps here.
I love it. Yeah,
If
you're getting that shred. Do you on your abs? Are you doing some nice ab stuff at this point?
I do daily abs. I don't incorporate abs into my workout, but I just do a daily abs every morning. That's the first thing I do when I get up. I'll do that. Trying to think
What's
of
a
anything
T-pose? I don't know what a T-pose is. I don't know shit. I mean, I could figure that out, but like, is this a?
I don't know why we're being asked to do this, but there you go. There's a T-pose.
I don't know. he's your guy. He's one of your people. That's the T-pose.
All right. I don't really. I was hoping for some lover boy with this gun show. Good lord.
Yeah, it's all Creative Commons or non-copyright, so that we don't get dinged or dung, so we don't get hit with the copyright.
Yeah, I absolutely do have that farmer's tan. That is pretty bad.
See, you just got to be in the north where you can't be in the sun. So
that's true. You probably haven't seen the sun in what 6-7 months.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just pasty all over, so I just turn the color of the camera to be a little bit different. Bodybuilding showcase in October. Yeah, the Acro show or Zenbro show. That's pretty awesome. I do want to do that. You should do that, Aggie.
Maybe.
I feel like it's just a reason. Like my wife's like, you can't do any shows ever, but like I can do internet stuff. So
it's tempting. I'm open to the idea.
Let's see. And I feel like Acro, you should shout out a little bit more about it, but I feel like it's more kind of traditional as well, as opposed to the meets that we typically have are like, all right, do some lifts and then we'll rate you and then you win by points or whatever. And it's right before TwitchCon. Yeah. So we're all going to be shredding out anyway. So that will be pretty awesome. Yeah.
And you're selling me on this idea coming out all the way out to Vegas in October.
Oh, dude. Well, right now we do have a house. I think there's some spots left. Probably ends up being, I don't remember what it is, $400 or something for the whole weekend.
But
it's a nice space. So let me know. Hit me up offline, or not offline, but hit me up in Discord. I can get you in. And what I want to do, again, we have the Legion giveaway tonight. If we can get enough hype and they feel it, like I feel like this is chump change to them. Be like, hey, I can get some other streamers, probably not like Zachbot or anybody else who reps other people, but like everyone else, be like, hey, just throw up a couple posts and be like, I will bring all the protein for you guys to consume. How's that sound?
Oh yeah.
You know, I'll just feed you all supplements. I feel like that's a good sell for them.
I ain't gonna complain.
Maybe.
If we're on bulk cycles, I know there's really good all-you-can-eat hot pot place west of the Strip.
Oh, I don't know that I've. What's hot pot? Like it's fondue?
Nah, it's Chinese. Well, sort of like fondue, but not really. It's like it's East Asia. It's like Chinese, where you get a bunch of ingredients and you basically chuck them all in this wonderful, delicious soup broth. And
okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, where'd we go? We went to, dude, Acro. You could have come out with us to Lupo's by Wolfgang. Where else did we go? Samba Sushi. Like, I don't know if you've been to either of those. Those are fantastic. Really, really good. Very different. Spent way too much money. Stupid money. kind of dumb. Yeah, I could have, but I sleep at 8 p.m. Yeah, we were like going out at 8 p.m. We didn't have to work. Um, I'm gonna hit this again. That was good, dude. My body hurts from flexing. That was good.
Hell
I
yeah.
like that.
What we
Um,
got?
the first physical challenge. This will be good. So these are jumping clappers. So push-ups. But let's see. Let me see if I can get my other camera here.
Like a clap push up and a burpee or something?
A clap push-up that you essentially jump into the air with. So you jump up with your hands and your feet. I'll demonstrate real
I've ever
fast.
done that. All right. I'm
I'll
game.
demonstrate right quick.
Yeah, let me see how you're supposed to do this.
Oh, okay. And these automatic freaking lights that don't turn on. I love them. So great. Okay. So normally you'll have, your regular clapper. But in this case, our
Right.
feet are going up too.
Whoa. Yeah, I've never even attempted that. This should be interesting. All
You
right.
ready? First
Yeah,
to
let me,
10.
let me
First to 10. Loser has to leave the internet.
well, all right.
High
Give us
stakes. All right. Hang on. Let me get my watch set.
all right. On
Oh.
your
Okay. On your marks, get set, go.
ten.
I had to like jump over the thing over here. Oh, that was good. How'd we do?
I hurt my
How'd we do,
toes.
team?
That's fun though. I need to do those more. I
Yeah.
had no idea that was a thing.
As I'm getting older, I'm like, that's probably a way to tear something. Oh boy. Yeah. So if we go, we probably got to find like cheap places to eat. Like I can't imagine we're gonna be spending $300, for food. Like if we can keep it under $30 when we go out, that'd be great.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you stay away from the strip, I'm sure Vegas has some places that you can go that are under 30.
That's true. I like to go off. There's a sushi place just kind of south of Fremont, but it's off strip. It's like all you can eat for like 35 or something, which is pretty great.
Yeah, that's pretty freaking baller. That's about what the hot pot place ran. So,
Oh,
all right,
nice.
maybe we just do a one meal a day type deal. We just keep hitting all you can eat. Have a bunch of ripped
Yo,
ass streamers just head on in and clear the restaurant out of food.
I feel like we got to come up with a strategy of eating too, because like, you're out there, you want to eat, you want to party a little.
Well, I
Uh,
mean, if any of us cooks, I mean, I'm not a half bad cook. What we could end up doing is just make a grocery store run at one point and make some cheaper meals. But
yeah, I mean, just keep the meat flowing and the sups. Just have piles of supplements. Just gotta eat the whey protein. So good.
yeah,
Um, yeah. So what's like? We can't talk about your work unless we reveal top secret things. I'm sure.
well, I could say a little bit more. First off, I saw somebody was mentioning TikTok in chat. Yeah, I can't use that, obviously. But okay,
Wait, what did
so
they say?
I can't. Oh, I was just saying. Someone
Oh,
mentioned TikTok
TikTok.
in chat. Yeah, I definitely can't touch that with a 10-foot pole. Not that I would, even if I wasn't working in my current role. But okay, I could
Because
be a little
China.
bit less, yeah, I could be. It is absolutely because of China, but I could be a little bit less coy. So, where I work, there is a site called the Savannah River site, and since the Cold War, it was just a chunk of random rural South Carolina. They got bought out by the federal government in the early 1950s, and it was through the Cold War where much of the fissile material uh, for the nation's nuclear arms came from. In fact, things like the neutrino actually was discovered at one of the reactors on the site. So there's
Oh
a lot of
wow.
really interesting Cold War history there. And you can tour it if you're ever around the area and you're into the history of atomic science. There's a lot to see. what I do within the Savannah River site, I'm not supposed to say, but it is publicly available knowledge. So what you can do is you can go on to sciway.net, or you can just Google Savannah River site and you can see all the different projects that are on there and probably figure out what I do. But there you go. It's in general, I'm a mechanical engineer working. I work out on that site, but yeah, it's most of what is done on that site is either remediation from a lot of those old Cold War projects,
Mm,
right? So in the 50s and 60s, we did not have the same standards for radiation control, contamination as we do today. And it's also other defense-related nuclear applications.
mm.
So that really is about the most I can say.
I love it. Acro's like, did you vet this through your public affairs office yet? No comment. I'm reporting.
No comment policy. I'm reporting. I
Um,
swear to God, Acro.
do you guys actually work together, or not work together, but work at the same company or complex, or is it just
No,
like
but Acro has worked in the same general industry, I guess, or similar enough industry to where he knows he can screw with me just like that. He's absolutely on point. Like, you're supposed to say no comment about everything, but everything I've said is very, very, very
publicly
publicly.
available?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I say I work in the nuclear industry and I live in bumfuck South Carolina, it kind of narrows it down as to where I could work.
I like it. And
Yeah.
and you get to work in Vegas occasionally with Acro to do some sweet pumps and nuclear stuff. It's
Yeah, it's the
cool. It's
same
whatever.
complex. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, we'd been smart. We built the Yucca Mountain Reserve, maybe, but that's a good way for me to get political. I'm not going to go there, but
No comment.
yeah,
So if you
no.
had to give your building a threat index from 1 to 10, where would it be? Threat to what? Threat to him?
By threat, what do you mean? Threat to
Threat to the US?
if it's
Threat to
threat to the
foreigners?
local, if it's threat to like local people due to radiation leaks or anything like that, it's a 0. The amount of security and the amount of safety precautions we have around anything radioactive in this country is the gold standard for the world, and
Hmm.
nobody will debate
So,
that. Anybody with any knowledge about nuclear safety knows just how seriously the United States takes it.
right.
It is
Yeah.
our absolute number one priority. It's not even close.
I feel like you don't lose the pigs. Um, I forget what that acronym is for. Uh, the discussion of like power and stuff has always been fascinating to me, and people are like just have a bad taste in their mouth from nuclear, right? Um,
You can blame Matt Groening of The Simpsons for that, because everybody who doesn't know anything about nuclear power or nuclear energy or nuclear material thinks that nuclear waste is this weird green goo that's just held in barrels and slips
right.
out and makes fish have 3 eyes and all sorts of other stupid crap. That's not how that
Yeah.
works at all.
Well,
No,
and spills and things have freaked us out,
yeah.
but like, you know, you're if you die tomorrow, you're going to die in a car crash. If you die the next day, it's going to be a car crash. Like, when are you going to die from a plane or a nuclear explosion or something like that? It's like, statistically very unlikely. You keep talking. I'm going to do some pull-ups for this sub. Thanks, Mark and
Well,
me, for that sub.
I'll tell y'all right now, the total number of fatalities caused by the civilian United States nuclear industry is zippity doo dah, 0. We still have a flawless record on the civilian side. Now, the military side, there was something in the early 1960s called the SL-1 accident, but the
I mean, didn't we
reason
drop a bomb at some point?
well,
The military.
there's, I mean, we had nuclear testing back in the 40s, if you want to go back that far, but
Hmm.
um, that's again, that's not civilian side, but what people
Right.
the problem is people will conflate nuclear bombs and nuclear power, and they really shouldn't. They're
Right. Right.
it's there's a whole lot of difference there, but no, nuclear energy is extraordinarily safe, if nothing
Right.
else, as long as it's
Right.
done
It's our
correctly.
path to green energy, which is it's a weird sell. People don't really understand, you know.
Yeah. It gets frustrating to talk about that, but the telling card that I found is when scientists, engineers, professors, people who are fairly learned about nuclear science or polled about nuclear energy, their responses are overwhelmingly positive. So
Hmm.
that that kind of says a lot. And again, I think a large chunk of anti-nuclear sentiment is largely ignorance, and it's been
Hmm.
driven by, unfortunately, by cartoons like The Simpsons, because the
Dude,
idea
isn't that
that
crazy? How like
n-
media and marketing can influence like, and you might not think about it until like years later. You look back, you're like, oh shit, The Simpsons did an episode and had this thing, and that's
yeah,
when culturally it shifted. You're like, whoa, what the?
it's infuriating. No, the
Yeah.
biggest, most noteworthy nuclear power reference people have in terms of culture is The Simpsons, and
Hmm.
it's frustrating. It's rather insulting as a nuclear worker to imagine that anyone as dumb as Homer would be allowed anywhere near a nuclear reactor. And by the way, miniature action Jesus, the threat when I come out of the ocean and attack the facility, you'd get shot. So don't do that.
Are you?
No,
But are you coming out like as a big radioactive dinosaur? I mean, because that would be a little bit different. Um, I don't know if that's what you mean. Nuclear,
it's
nuclear,
oh God, yeah, he's
nu-
making it. That's a Simpsons reference
nuclear.
right there. Actually, it's
Um,
nuclear. Another that's a pet peeve of mine too.
do you
Um,
guys do you guys see this? What's happening right here to my shirt? The Moire pattern that's happening.
oh
Can
yeah,
you
look
see
at
it?
that.
It kind of looks
Yeah,
janky or whatever.
that is
I
wild. Look at
Yeah,
that.
nerdy camera technology. That's what I do. That's what I do for a living. Moire is dope, but if I move a little, or if we get some film grain, it'll help. Um,
But
so
yeah,
what's
no, Abercrombie Lions security on the sites again. We security is viewed as a part of safety, and safety is the number one
mm,
priority. Therefore, yeah, no, there are parts of the site where, again, even as someone who is a worker there, if I try to go there without express permission and access and a need to know and all that, I will get shot. So there you go. It's
that's kind of
safe.
intense. Yeah, I mean the worst that can happen, and my job is like I'm on my treadmill at my desk and like I slip and I hit my face or something, like not quite as serious.
That's the downside of the safety culture on my side is that if you did that and you had any slip, trip, or fall on site, the amount of paperwork you have to fill out is obscene. And this is I got a story from a friend who works commercial nuclear. He works at the South Texas plant, and
Oh
he
wow.
told me once that someone was really stupid and somehow was stapling a paper and accidentally stapled their finger, which I don't know how you do that. But moving on from that fact, the entire workforce on the plant had to take an hour of safety. I'm not making this up. Stapler safety training.
Woof.
I don't know how do you
And
even
that's
spend an hour
commercial?
covering that?
See, I feel
Yeah,
like
that's
that'd be more governmental than commercial. That surprises me. Certainly they'd have crazy protocols as well, but I don't know. Just
well,
the stupid redundancy seems a little more public than private.
so that's sort of the thing. If any other industry were as regulated as the nuclear industry is, it wouldn't
Fair,
exist. Like
right?
I have people tell me, "Oh yeah, healthcare is the worst, most overregulated, bloated industry in the United States," and I just start laughing. I'm like,
Oh
"Fam, you have
yeah,
no idea.
yeah,
You have
yeah. I'm
no
sure
idea."
they can't hold a candle.
Yep, there you
But
go. Took step ladder training. Yep, I've had to take step ladder training.
also, that as a joke, I love that. Like that's a great dad joke. I took stepladder training. It was 3 steps. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really good. Not kidding. I love it. Let's see. I'm gonna hit another wheel for us here. I think we've got like one or two physical challenges left, and we have
Absolutely.
a couple things left
Yeah,
in
what
here.
you got?
By the way, what's your streaming setup for
Right now,
training?
okay, so it's in flux. Right now, it's this basic little laptop, and that's it. That's it.
Oh,
I
nice.
just take what I'll do is I have a webcam on top of a laptop, and I have a little Yeti here.
Oh, dude,
Um,
nice. You got to be careful with that USB plug on the bottom
oh yeah.
of the Yeti.
Yeah,
It'll break inside the Yeti, and you can replace it, but it's like
that's a
fuck.
pain. Yeah, that's good to know. I actually
Yeah,
got the Yeti as a gift for free. It was my roommate's, and she ended up not using it, so I cleaned it up, and now it works great. So,
dude,
but yeah,
nice.
it's in flux. I've actually got a gift here from my bro. I've got a gaming computer set up, so we're eventually the goal is to have that and the screen and be able to do more than just streaming weightlifting because I can do that on my laptop pretty well. But like
Nice. Yeah.
doing a game and streaming that game at the same time, my laptop can't handle that.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like I don't know, like I have a 3080 and a 1080 in this machine, and it feels like I can't do gaming and streaming at the same time. Like it just wants me to have two separate machines or whatever. All right.
Yeah.
So revealing photos. Let's see if this is gonna work. Ha! It almost worked.
This one, I do apologize in advance for the audience. I went and did some digging and did not come up with a whole lot of older pictures. And of course, because of what I do for a living, there's not a whole lot of pictures on the web of me. So this is going to be somewhat underwhelming.
Let's see. I think if I move it over here, we
High school
lose
football.
video. All right, let's see. Hang on. I think I can fix this. I can fix it. I have the technology. Ah! Ah!
But
There we go. Look at that. Look at that cute little face. That's cute. How you said high school?
it's crazy to believe that was 10 years ago. I feel old now.
It's
Oh,
you know,
man.
it's funny. Like you look really young here, but when you say 10 years, that sounds crazy because
I
your
know, I'm
mustache.
27.
Well, you're young, but your mustache just makes you look older. Like I'm sure you probably still get carded at the store, but I don't know. If you wore the glasses and had the mustache and maybe had like an official looking shirt, they might be like,
Oh,
nah,
we're,
he's
we're
good.
wearing like a blue polo or something. I could probably get away with it. Yeah.
I love it.
But
So
I'm
this
not.
is you as a linebacker, huh?
I was actually offensive line. So this was in my final year of high school in Maryland, and so
Enhanced.
I was a small defensive end in Nebraska where I had previously played. And getting to Maryland, all of a sudden I go a lot bigger. Basically, is where it boils down to.
Yeah,
Uh,
nice.
so and because it was a weakness on the team, I ended up going offensive line. At this point, I was fairly strong upper body, but did not have much on the lower body yet. Really hadn't embraced the true joy of squats to the extent that I really should have.
Super squats, baby.
Yeah, I was really good at like pass blocking and getting away with holding, which was really fun to screw with defensive linemen because dirty little secret on the football field is that most of the time, offensive linemen are your most intelligent players. I know it doesn't seem like it; they seem like big brutes, but a good O line has to communicate almost like insects do. It's almost like a eusocial kind of thing upstairs.
Huh.
Defensive line is the exact opposite. It is the most brain dead kind of position. All it is either outspeed or outmuscle the guy and get to the football. That's it. Sometimes you'll be asked to, contain on the side, which is ensure the guy with the football doesn't go around you.
Hmm.
Like D line is bone simple. Offensive line is the exact opposite. It's crazy.
I love it. We're like, fuck those guys. Anyone can D-line. Let's go. And then I think this, I feel like you're like taking on the world. Like you can kind
So
of see over
you'll
here.
never guess where this was.
Say that again.
You'll never guess where this was.
Kilimanjaro.
Nope. This was, believe it or not, on my trip to Las Vegas. This is a
Oh,
little place west of Vegas called Icebox Canyon. And when we went, and you get fairly high up in elevation. You get to a
was this
frozen
in
stretch.
March? Like a month
This
ago?
was this was in late February, early March. It had been weirdly
Dude.
cold. It'd been weirdly cold in Vegas, and so there's still snow on the ground. We got up there. I decided to take that picture because it was a beautiful shot. And then just, because it felt like fun, dunk my head in the frozen stream. It
Oh
was,
my gosh, you're insane.
we spent, it was me and a couple of buddies. We were just chucking snowballs at each other and just having a blast because, we don't get snow in South Carolina.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, and so had you switched to your cut here yet? Because you
No,
look a little bulkier.
this was the end of the bulk.
Yeah, I was gonna say you definitely do look bulkier, which is crazy if that's like a month and a half or yeah,
That was, I
or
think,
almost 2 months.
March 1st or March 2nd.
Dude,
So to give a comparison, let me try and do the same pose. Back up a little bit more here.
oh, that's crazy. Yeah, definitely shredding out, which is great.
But yeah, there you go.
Super fun. And then we got these shreddy pics.
That
see.
was me
That's
at
the last
peak.
one.
I really love that picture. That was me at peak cut November of 22. So that was me at 12.9% body fat or something like that. I think it was probably a bit lower, probably more like 11. But let's see.
Sure, but then just smaller musculature.
Yeah.
Very very little compared to you, or not very, but smaller compared to what you are now.
Yeah. That was before super squat. But I love how
Love it.
shredded I look on the sides. Like you can actually see the definition between the serratus and the lats, and the abs look good.
Like that. Yeah. Just work on this for TwitchCon, baby. And the Zenbro show. Let's go. Let's make it happen.
Dude, by the time October rolls around, I'm gonna have to hit another bulk.
Just wait till October 20th or October 25th or something.
I think I bottomed out in November of 22 at 199.5 pounds. So that was me at 199. I'm at like 216 right now. So
jeez, oh Pete's.
Ideas. And I think
that was a crazy cut.
Canyon picture, I was like 226, 227.
Okay.
So
yeah. No, it's I'm maintaining right now, which is like the first time I've ever maintained, which is nice. Like just to be able to not be like back and forth. Try to maintain. I'm gonna do a little cut into TwitchCon and stuff, and then after that, I'm gonna get a serious bulk. So I'm gonna check out that super squats. I don't know if I'll do it, but I'll check it out.
I recommend getting the book if you're gonna do it. It costs like $10, and it's a really good read anyway.
It kind of looks like a classic piano book. Actually, like the graphics on the cover just remind me of like a piano book like my kids have.
Again, that book was written. That book was written in the 80s, and it was archaic when it came out, but it's good. It's really good.
Transformational. I mean, I'll try it. I'm kind of at the stage too where I'm like, just doing anything, is really, really good. Like I'm not, I'm probably years and years away from, I don't know, Acro or Beowulf, like the kind of min-maxing the last little things and, trying to get all pretty here and there and whatever. Getting injections.
That's just another level compared to guys like us. I don't know. I love it though, because Acro he'll be like that, but then Acro's going to come in and give you all sorts of good advice. All you got to do is ask him. Like he was asking, I've been trying to work on my lats, right? So I feel like my lats are my weak spot compared to everything else. And
that's hard.
Some really, really great advice on that. So I've been starting to incorporate some of what he's been saying.
What's the lat advice? Because I feel like my lats are terrible. Something I should work on.
He was talking about exercise bands is the biggest one. Cable machine. He was talking about cable machine, and you can either do like kind of outwards or you can keep your elbows tucked in. Out. Lat flies, things of that nature. Oh, the single arm pull downs, those are really good too. But yeah, he was showing
I'll have to do pull downs. I don't think I do any pull downs like that. Full range of motion pullovers and high pull downs with a crunch. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's really good. Like I will watch Acro sometimes, and like legit. When I was doing this and he was talking about this, I was taking notes. Like whenever I will do that. I see someone who really knows
pro training right there. Yeah.
That's the key. I think one of the other really great keys to weightlifting is that it's easy to learn and impossible to master, and you can find people that know way more than you and just learn from them, like soak it up like a sponge. Acro's one of those guys.
Yeah, no, I love it. Well, and Acro too. Acro Celti's here too. Just guys who also share, the struggles and when they're not successful. Because I think that's the hardest thing with like the internet is like, wow, all the pictures are the best pictures. Well, what about the in between where it sucks? And like you get to hear that in the community. And I think that to me encourages it. Like when I hurt my back at the beginning of February, basically, all the streamers were like, yup, I did it. I fucked it up. Here's what happened. Here's how I got out of it. And it was awesome. I like took all that. And I also just felt like I was, I don't know, just super supported. Like I wasn't alone. It wasn't going, I don't know. This sounds like this weird gushy, like, and then they were emotionally there for me. But like, it was like, I just felt, and Rocket had the same thing too. I just felt like I was supported by friends and family, like, hey, I've been here, I've been there, we're here for you. I was like, dang, that's awesome.
That's what I really love about this community in general. It's really wholesome. It's nice. It's just you do feel like you've got support from your own group of fans, but also from other Twitch streamers, and
Yeah.
seems like there's a lot of cross pollination, and it just makes it a lot more fun. And I feel like in doing that, it gives people who stumble onto the fitness scene on Twitch loads and loads of good options. They can find their favorite streamer out of all of us really easily, and then bounce around to any other streamers if they need further motivation.
And let's see, Celti's like, we didn't just point and laugh. I'll add a caveat. We didn't just point and laugh. There was definitely pointing and laughing. It was great.
Oh, always.
Yeah,
always.
Acro goes to other channels. It was like, yo, Ryan fucked himself up. Come take a look. It was awesome. But then everyone's like, here's how you can help. Like, who was it? Stars and Bars is like, put a belt on. I was like able to move after that. Let's see.
Yeah.
We're gonna hit.
If you are doing super squats, for the love of God, definitely consider having a belt.
This was warm ups on my RDLs, so highest viewership. It totally was. Most subs ever.
RDLs?
Yeah. It was. I wasn't paying attention. And I looked over, and then I came back. I wasn't supporting my core. I wasn't keeping my lower back positioned right. And I leaned over, and I hunched, and just all the things you shouldn't do, like everyone knows not to do, I did. So
that'll do it.
Luckily, pretty sure it was just the psoas or whatever, like just muscle, pulling the muscle. So it took, I was strapped in too, so I got stuck at the top and then had to kind of come down. I couldn't drop it, or I didn't know how to drop it at the time. And then, after about a week and a half, I was able to start doing a little upper body, and then I worked back into it over about 2 months, and now I haven't felt anything bad at all. I'm still not back up to the weight that I was with deadlifts and squats and things, but I'm just taking it nice and easy to kind of hopefully get there, maybe by May. We'll see.
Take it easy for sure. It's not worth risking.
Yeah. Especially as your elder, I'll tell you, like, I'm thinking I hit 315 and then I hurt my shoulder, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to keep pushing it. I need to rehab my shoulder for a couple months. Eventually I do want to push it again, but I want to be in the game for a long time. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna hit this wheel. We got 2 left, I think, and then we'll do the drawing. So tell people to come in here for the drawing if they want a chance at free shit. All right, lateral hold. We're gonna do this together because why the fuck not? We're gonna do a lateral hold. So you're gonna get a 15 pound. We'll do 15 pounds. And we'll see who can do it the longest. And you should go get your spicy. Go get your 15 pound dumbbell.
All right. Give me just 1 second. Will a kettlebell work?
Yeah.
All right.
This isn't World's Strongest Man, so there's no technique requirements. Not the truth strapped into. I know. Acro is just like face palming probably the whole time. I'm lifting always. I'll take correction though. When people are like, "Yo, I see this," I'm like, "Oh, let's go back and look. Let's take a look so that doesn't suck."
You said also go ahead and get the hot sauce.
Yeah, we'll do this. We'll just be extra crazy. We'll do the lateral hold and do hot sauce while you tell me a spicy truth. Oof. Oh, my mouth is watering. Shout out to Canada for winning. Oh, yeah. What's his name? Was it Mitchell something? Who won? World's Strongest Man. Mitchell Hooper.
Got me some basic old cayenne hot sauce. Nothing crazy.
Oh, man. My mouth is watering. I mean, this isn't too crazy either. Berman's, cayenne. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Aldi stuff. That's good stuff. All right.
Yeah, I think my wife got it. I usually have some ghost pepper stuff, but we just remodeled our kitchen, so it got moved around. At least that's my excuse. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little shot, and then we're going to lift up our 15 pounder. You can see mine says 15 pound right there. And then you're going to tell me a spicy truth. And what is a spicy truth, you may ask? However you interpret it. You know, we get the whole range of things in this segment. So you do you.
Something captivating though.
Something captivating. You know, you think of it as spicy for whatever reason. All right, ready?
Okay. Cheers.
Here we go. Cheers, my friend. And lateral hold. Oh, it's okay. You're a guest. I'll give you a little bit. All right. Hit us with a spicy truth.
Spicy truth. Sounds pretty good. Last December, just at the end of the year, I had a Truth or Drink stream privately for my Discord.
Nice.
And it was the first one where I came out and made it public that I was bi. So there you go.
Oh, wow. That's a spicy. I love it. What was that like?
That was pretty wild. Do I switch arms or shit?
Yeah, let's switch. And then hold this one.
It was pretty nice in the sense that I got a lot of support from my crew, from my homies. Oh, missed a little bit on the bottom here.
I love it.
But I got a lot of support. I've kept that sort of on the down low towards the fam because that's not a conversation I want to have for now. We'll
Sure.
get there. That's a bridge that I want to cross later. God, after
be like, do you love me? I love you.
Killing me.
I'm gonna share. All right. I think I won.
Yeah, I think you did. I did shoulders today, and they are shot.
I just only practice that so I can just beat people and kick them off the internet, because that's what happens if you lose. You get kicked off the internet.
Well, it's been fun, y'all.
Can you imagine? I mean, you're a smart guy, so I feel like you probably have like habits of like, I'm not gonna look at my phone before bed, or like, you know, I'm not gonna do this, or like, you know, I'm sure you have some good habits like that, right?
As far as sleep wise, actually, my sleep hygiene is garbo, and it's probably the worst. It's probably the worst thing about me health wise is either that or occasionally I'll have a couple too many drinks. It's one of those two.
Yeah.
No, that's a really tough one. Always good for me. It's just getting enough sleep.
Yeah.
It's harder because I have to get up really early to do my job.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Lats won't grow if you don't get sleep. Yeah.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
It's that, you know, like, it's all garbage essentially, you know, or it's not all garbage, but basically garbage if you're not getting the sleep to recoup and recover. So again, like talking about supplements, like it doesn't matter how much you spend hundreds of dollars on supplements, but if you're not sleeping, your body can't actually use it and can't actually recover. Probably like the number one thing we can do.
Totally.
I don't know if I can offer up a challenge to you. Try to get that, I don't know, 7.5, like start small or start 7 with 7 hours, a couple nights a week or whatever. If that's big for you, like try to do that, and then try to get up, you know, 8 if you can.
So now typically on the weekends I can get at least 7.5, typically 8.5 to 9. You know, because my normal stream schedule, right? I'll start at 9 a.m. But the trouble is, which means, you know, I usually wake up naturally on the weekends. I don't set an alarm, and I'm usually up by 7:30. But the trouble is, I have to be up at 5 to 5:30 for my day job, and that's just asking me to get to bed. If I want 8 hours, it means I have to be in bed asleep at 9, and that is just hard. It's really hard.
Let's see, how old are you? You're 27? 27? Yeah. I feel like, you know, you still got a few good years left in you of being able to not sleep and, you know, things working well. But maybe like after 33, you'll be like, oh shit, I feel like shit. I need to sleep. Like that's a thing that like Acro was not joking about going to bed at 8. Like I'm typically in bed at 9.
If I get less than 6 hours of sleep, I really feel it. If I get less than seven, I'm like, I'm sluggish today. I've
Mhm.
definitely noticed my ability to do that now is worse than it was 5 years ago, is worse than it was 5 years before that. But I will say, this is one of the ones where my big master plan has a little bit of a payoff. For those of y'all who don't know, I am
Yes.
also super big into the financial independence movement, and I plan to be able to retire before I turn 30. So,
Dude, that's
thankfully,
right. That's awesome.
it's only going to be a problem for 2 more years, so I can tough.
I love it. Yeah, I love that too about in some of the streams you do about kind of that financial freedom and stuff. We're kind of winding up here, and I want to do the giveaway. But can you give us like one tip? Like, what's your best tip for? It could be financial freedom, it could be fitness, it could be life, it could be how to grow mustaches. Honestly, can you please tell me how to grow a mustache? I can't grow a mustache. I need help.
Genetics. But the best possible tip I can give you is a pretty basic stoic one. Do not concern yourself with that which is out of your control. That's the
Mm,
biggest one. Keep the locus of your control internalized. Focus on what you can control. So focus on your lifting. Focus on, hey, am I saving money properly? Am I spending it on bullshit? Could I cut that out? Am I eating right, or am I eating bullshit? Could I cut that out? Am I living up to the values I try to hold within myself, or am I bullshitting myself? Can I cut that out? It's that sort of thing.
yeah,
So I
I
recommend
love that.
stoicism as a really good way to start that. So focus on what you can control first. Let the external shit kind of fade away to the extent that you
Yeah,
can. It's a tough
yeah.
skill. It's hard to learn.
Well, it's like stop worrying so much about other people and other things and take
Yep,
care of your shit. Like that's
totally.
going to be 90% or something,
Yeah,
you know.
if you do that maintenance, it's the Pareto principle, right? If you with a lot of the time 20% of the effort will get you better than 80% of people. It's that sort of thing.
Mhm. Yeah.
And yeah, it's diminishing marginal returns to reach number one in any category. So you're better off trying to
That's
become
yeah, that's
proficient
true.
in a large number of them.
I love it. I love it, man. Wise words. So we're going to do the giveaway now, and if you haven't yet, you should enter.
Sure.
Uh you
Get
can
on
go
in
into the
there.
channel, get some tickets. Let's see. Giveaway. So, we're giving away one Legion product. Tonight, we're hanging with Aggie, having a good time. We're doing it right now, actually. So, exclamation points to see your points, exclamation ticket to get tickets for the giveaway, 20 points per ticket. You can win a supplement of your choice. So, up to like a $60 value, free shipping in the US. If you're not in the US, you have to pay for shipping. So, that kind of blows. So, I don't know. We can figure it out. Make sure you get more tickets. As soon as I get over here to the drawing tool, we'll draw it and see if I can find it.
Make it happen.
Dun 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 dun. I'm gonna immediately get dinged for copyright. I feel like I barely have copyright music on, and then if it's in the VOD, like
Dude,
I
I
had one of
don't.
Celsi's playlists, and like I got dinged on it, but I don't think he does. I don't know.
It's awful. I don't even chance it. I don't play music during any of my streams anymore. It's
Mm.
just not worth it.
Well,
I'd
and
love to.
Acro will play some great music, but it must just not be in the VODs. Like, I think if it's in the VODs, they can get you.
I think Twitch is just arbitrary about what they will and won't enforce and on who. But that's just maybe
Yeah.
my cynicism speaking.
All right, guys, we're gonna close the giveaway in like 10 seconds. Subs get bonus. Subs are 2 times as likely to win, and if you sub like during a contest or resub during a contest or gift a sub, you get an extra 1,000 points. So gifted subs count as 1,000. Subbing counts as 1,000. Gives you about 50 tickets as well. So yeah, here we'll give you pull ups for that too.
I'll give you all
Just
chest.
to give
I'll
you a
give you
chance.
all background while he's doing that.
So and that's 2 subs. If we get 3 more, we'll give another away on Beer Battered Aggie's channel.
Gun show.
Just a way to pass along the love. That's what we want to do. Just spread the love. Was that a peck dance going on there?
Oh yeah, I was totally peck bouncing while you're doing it.
Nice. I love it. Yeah, 50 tickets. So 50 tickets if you resub or gift a sub. So, boom, there it is.
Hey, Salty, thank you for the gift sub.
All right, you got what? 10 seconds? I'm just going to keep saying 10 seconds. 10 seconds before I close it. Last chance to get points, or last chance to get tickets. Oh, ticket. There you go.
All right, I'm all in.
Oh, Celsi's got tons. Tickets, go, go, go. Try again, Acro. I didn't close it yet. I don't know if it was too quick.
That's no. You put in tickets. It needs to be ticket singular.
Ooh, I love it. It's got to be ticket singular, Acro. What is this, your first giveaway? Dude, Acro just had some
Bruh,
injections in his L4, L5.
Acro's having some trouble with getting his tickets.
With math. It's weird. Like maybe they should just be like 10 or 100 points to easily divide when people see points and it's like, you have 3,000. Like, okay, what's the math?
I mean, I don't know why we couldn't just do it with channel points. It seems redundant to have a separate ticket system.
I know, yeah. It's like Stream Elements thing. Let's see. 3975, 3,300. Let's do some math for you.
It'll be
33, 10,
1650
yeah,
or
165. 165. Acro can't math. He's turned into a powerlifter. Except that Mini won last time too. He's probably one of the strongest people we know as well. Are you familiar with Mini Action Jesus? He was in here earlier. His name I think is ironic. He's a powerlifter. Yeah, he's a powerlifter. He's ridiculous. He's 400 pounds. He doesn't count. Challenge accepted. Okay.
Really?
Acro, are you going to spend more points? I'll give you a second. We're just going to milk this as long as we can. Speaking of milk, have you drank your milk today yet? All right.
Have I?
Yeah.
I had a giant container of Greek yogurt today, so no.
Dude, nice. All right, here we go.
What we got?
Okay. And our winner is, do you see? Akroshi. Ah, and the crowd goes wild. Easy win.
Congrats, Akro. Good for you.
Free to play, pay to win. Guys, we can do this like every week, but I'm going to wait until the next show that we have. So, yeah. Acro, I will send you your code. Get the most expensive way you can get. Really get that. So, yeah. Thanks to Legion for giving our people free stuff. You don't need supplements to be strong, but the right ones can certainly help. You know, I don't hate their tagline. It's not bad. It's really good. I like it.
It's honest.
It's very honest. Yeah. Mike Matthews, Muscle for Life. Like I actually read his book like several years ago. It kind of got me into training, so I'm like very happy to be partnered with them. So, all right. We're wrapping up here. What can we plug for you? We've got, obviously, your Twitch. Can you do a shout out here? When do you stream?
I stream Thursday afternoons, 5 p.m. Eastern, Friday mornings, 9 a.m. Eastern, Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. Eastern, and Sunday mornings, typically 9 a.m. Eastern. That's 4 days a week. Usually I'm not on the air Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday.
Nice. That's got to be nice mentally, too, to have a break.
Yeah, 4 days on, 3 off. And then, that usually what that means is Monday and Tuesday I'll go to the gym on site. And it's a good way for me to socialize a little bit with other gym bros. It's kind of nice.
Dude, that's awesome. You can check out the VODs down below with other people, including Acro. I feel like 2 years ago you did. Yeah, it was like a little over a year ago. The first interview. So maybe we'll circle back pretty soon here. But thanks for coming on, dude. It was really fun to hang out. And I do hope that you can make it to TwitchCon. Like, I'd love to just hang. You can have a few drinks, maybe one too many. You know, be a little responsible. Just have one too many. I think that'd be awesome.
I stood the border. Yeah, no, that sounds absolutely. Like, we'll talk a little bit more on that off the air. You're selling it to me. I'll put it to you that way.
Yeah, baby. Let's go. So we will end, and we can still chat over in Discord in a second. Up next, we're going to have Metal Meg. So I'm just working on scheduling with her. She's a fitness streamer who's also training for a competition. Just gorgeous, strong, like awesome fitness streamer. So that's going to be really, really fun. I don't know when it's going to be. We'll have to figure that out soon. So check out that, and we'll have more giveaways. I don't know. I'm done. I need to have some protein, man. I need to have some casein before I go to bed. So
yeah, I gotta pass out. It's getting real late here. It's almost 11.
Oh, that's right. Yes. So
Yeah,
thanks everyone for coming in and hanging out. Congrats, Acro, and everyone for jumping in. Come back later for more giveaways. And Aggie, thanks for all the fun.
Thanks for having me on BitLife.
All right. We'll see you guys next time. Do good, be great. Bye.
Take it easy.